They are feared, served, hated, fought against, overthrown. But what if I told you that dictators are actually good? Yes, really good, with smiles and good faith. You are being misled, because secret forces of evil do not like cute, well-intentioned dictators. But first things first. The word dictator originally comes from the Latin word dictor, which means prescribe. Ancient Roman dictators were endowed with full authority to resolve a crisis in extraordinary circumstances. Such a dictator was appointed for several months by consuls who selected him from the most decent, respectable, and morally strong people. Modern dictators, non-monarchical authoritarian rulers, at first glance are very different from their ancient Roman predecessors. Their unlimited power is not derived from the clear legal procedures. Modern dictators are de facto elected indefinitely, and they are the worst manifestations of human nature. Narcissists, psychopaths, sadists, misanthropes, greedy dogs, cynical hypocrites, bloodthirsty scum. They concentrate power, suppress freedom, create and maintain a system of one-man rule. Over the last centuries, when the monarchy was collapsing, there were many such dictators. And each and every one of these dictators, from the Emperor Napoleon to the President Lukashenko, was originally very kind and good, to match their historical prototypes. The fact is that there is a secret organization which actively seeks to create heaven on earth. The organization is called the Heavenly Institute, and the best people, angels and elves, are members of the institute. It's been the Heavenly Institute which has been trying to alleviate human suffering and lend a helping hand throughout millennia. Their latest ingenious idea was actually sending the righteous of this new type to Earth for spreading good values among people and eventually establishing the system which would make it possible for people to be completely free, develop financially, creatively, spiritually, and help others reach their full potential. The righteous are unique and kind robots, developed by the Institute, and they are prescribed to perfectly meet people's needs and help them whenever possible. These programmed righteous are dictators of recent centuries. As we know, the path of the righteous leads to the power of the people. If you want good for everyone, everybody appreciates and elects you. And in the end, nobody wants to get rid of you. This is why righteous robots who descended to Earth from Heavenly Institute started to gain absolute power, which grateful people and organizations were giving them. Dictators, those white innocent beings, programmed to sing nice, sweet songs and do good, kindle the sense of freedom, justice, and love for neighbors and strangers. These heavenly robots were doing a lot of good things. They were changing the world for the better, while they could. But the Heavenly Institute has powerful enemies on Earth, and those have decided to conspire in order to discredit gifts offered by angels and elves. The evildoers make every effort to present dictators, these kind, pure souls, as vicious and disgusting bastards. Triumvirs, joined by the Association of Laminate Manufacturers, have been violently infiltrating dictators' program code and corrupting it, destroying dictators' good nature, turning them into scum, similar to triumvirs themselves. The Heavenly Institute sent more dictators with more complex code, which is less susceptible to hacking, but in vain. Conspirators track down dictator robots and successfully corrupt their programming. They fill the dictator's close circle and groups of subordinates with nasty and malevolent people. Even the existence of those people close to the kind robots distorts the operation of the latter. Dictators become prisoners of their environment. This environment exploits the broken code and makes dictators behave in non-robotic manner. One might say that to some extent this environment gives dictators free will, which, as it usually goes, is ill will. And the creations of heavenly saviors become terrifying, wicked creatures. and of their virtues no trace remains. We don't have many options. We can either sneak into dictators' bedrooms at night and restore them back to factory settings,
or we can replace their close allies and subordinates
with robots from the Heavenly Institute. But in that case we would have to contact the Heavenly Institute, and they do not speak English. There aren't that many options. We can become robots ourselves, with a clear and kind programming, as original dictators. And then the conspirators won't be able to affect us, using the dictators they captured. Long live the Heavenly Institute! Long live the Heavenly Institute! All hail dictators, saviors of humanity!